Hello YouTube land. I'm going to teach you how to use old Wi-Fi's as Wi-Fi extenders. If you're ever thinking about throwing away your old Wi-Fi, you can use them to create an extender to add more Wi-Fi, signals into your house. Let me teach you, shall we? Before I start, I'm not an IT person. I never had the help of any tech support to teach me the how-to for all things hooking up Wi-Fi's. But I'm going to teach you. Alright? I have a flashlight, just pardon the darkness because it is dark in here. I don't have much light, but I'm using my flashlight to teach you. Okay, here you go. You see this gray wire here? Okay, that wire is hooked up to this Cisco Wi-Fi, right? This wire, this gray wire that you see here on the left, that is coming from the cable modem, depending on your cable subscriber, whether you have Time Warner, Comcast, or Optimum Cable, you name it. It comes with the cable modem here. You see the cable modem? Alright. So I have that coming from the cable modem hooked up to the uplink, and I have three of four ports that I'm using. Okay, port number one, this blue wire here on the extreme right, that is coming from this Wi-Fi here, and it extends back to the desktop computer so that it can be connected to the desktop as a LAN area network, okay, on this desktop here. Okay, port number two is connected from this Wi-Fi onto this Xbox 360 so that I don't have to use the Wi-Fi in order for it to work. Although I can, but it works better if you have the Ethernet cord, which is the middle one here between the red and the blue. Now, here's the surprise here. Now you see this third wire. This is the red wire. This is connected to port number 3. Port number 3 is connected to this Link's Wi-Fi and extends from the back onto this subrouter here. This subrouter is good. It contains 7 ports. So now the red wire that is connected from this Wi-Fi here, I have an Ethernet coupler, so it's really red and gray. So when I pull this out, for example, it's connected to the Link's uplink subrouter, and like I said, this subrouter has 7 ports to it, so you can add as many Ethernet cables to many devices if you want to. Alright, so now this gray one here is connected all throughout the house. I created what you call a makeshift Ethernet line. So what I did was, before I get to the red Ethernet cable, what I did was I created an ingenious plan. So I bought a lot of Ethernet couplers from newegg.com. Once again, newegg.com. It's cheap, like about $1. I bought a lot of those, and I had a lot of Ethernet cords that it was donated to me. So what I did was I created long Ethernet cables throughout the house. So let's just say here the gray one is connected to the cable line that the Time Warner Cable had installed, what I did was I saved a whole bunch of bread wrappers. You know, those bread wrappers that after you finish, you know, taking a couple of breads out of the bread. So what I did was I used bread wrappers. I hooked it up all through the house. All through the house. Bread wrappers. Nothing but bread wrappers connecting to the cable cord, right? Right? Here you go. And I extend it through here. And the old telephone lines here. See the internet cupola? So what I did, I bought a lot of those. And I connected throughout the house. Throughout the house. Right? With bread wrappers. See the bread wrapper here? Right? Here you go. Here's another cupola. And I hooked it through old telephone lines. And I tied it around right here. And I'm talking low because my wife is asleep and my boy's asleep. So here it is. It went through the house. So now the blue wire is going through my room, and I have another sub router, and I have another Wi-Fi in my room. The old Wi-Fi I was thinking about throwing away too is in my room, and I rerouted it so I could put it in my son's room. See? So now the signal strength is strong in my son's room. And I'm going to put on pause. Hold on for a sec. Now back to record. I just took it off pause. All right, now see, that's how I created the internet cords with cupolas. I extended all through the house. So now, once again, now the third port right here, it extended from this Wi-Fi all the way back, and I have internet cupolas. It's connected to this subrouter, to the uplink, right? And once again, port number 1 is the gray one that I showed you that is all throughout the house. Now the red wire is in port number 2. So this red wire is connected to the Wi-Fi I was about to throw away, because I thought that this Wi-Fi was going to give me great strength in the house. It's a good Wi-Fi. It can work through my room, you know, but it's not as strong. So what I did was I extended Wi-Fi in my room. The same idea that I did with this Wi-Fi. I'm going to tell you about this Wi-Fi. Just think of this Wi-Fi like a computer with a built-in IP address. IP means Internet Protocol. It's like a telephone number to the computer to identify the computer and its function. All right. So I got this red one going into the back uplink of this Wi-Fi, connected to this Wi-Fi. Now this Wi-Fi is an open Wi-Fi that anybody can use. And one thing good about it, it doesn't affect my bandwidth, because I have a WPA on this one, which is Wi-Fi protected access. I can choose to add 50 guests and create like a secondary open connection, but I choose rather not to do that. If I do that, it's going to slow my computer's Wi-Fi bandwidth. So when I turn on this computer on, it's going to slow down my computer, because a lot of people are on the open part. So I choose to put it on WPA, which is Wi-Fi protected access. So when company comes over, they can use this Wi-Fi. It's open and it doesn't affect my bandwidth. So everywhere I go, when I travel out in the house, I have a second old Wi-Fi. I did the same idea. The one that was running through my room as well as my son's room. In my room, it has the sub router and it has my black Trinet Wi-Fi too. I was thinking about throwing away. So wherever I go in my house, I can go on my phone settings or my son tablets or any device that involves, Wi-Fi. I could choose this, the D-Link right here, or I can choose my Trinet, in my room, to give me the best, you could say, Wi-Fi strength. Wi-Fi, what is Wi-Fi? Think of it as this phone here. It's wireless. Same idea. They use what you call radio frequencies. So the same idea with this Wi-Fi, they got it from this thing called the telephone. And you can go around the house and it has this antenna here that gives off the radio strength, so it can, regardless of where you go in the house, you can be connected. Same idea with the Wi-Fi. In order to have mobile, portable, connection to the internet, yes, you can use this Wi-Fi box. I like this Lynx one here. So I taught you a way that you don't even have to buy Wi-Fi extenders to plug it into your outlet or anything of that nature. You could use old Wi-Fi's that you thought about discarding, and you can use it, to create more radio extensions. So I have one in my room, which is the black Trinet. So when I'm in my room and it's connected to my computer in my room, I don't have to worry about buffering anymore. Once again, when you're using old Wi-Fi's, it doesn't slow down your bandwidth. So that's the good news. So the Wi-Fi signal strength, it used to be weak in my son's room. Now is 100% because I just came up with an idea to use old Wi-Fi's as extenders. It doesn't involve downloading anything. It just basic, connect it, from one port and put it in the back of the Wi-Fi here to the uplink, and you're good to go. So that's a quick tutorial how to use old Wi-Fi's as Wi-Fi extenders, and just simple ideas to add more signal strength. But here's the thing: when you go back and forth in the room, if you like this idea, these Wi-Fi's, the old Wi-Fi's that I have, it has different IP addresses. So when I'm using this and go on the computer, I no longer go into the D-Link link to change any IP or put it WPA. See, I got what you call a smart Wi-Fi. With this smart Wi-Fi, I download the app so I can control how my Wi-Fi function. So I can use this Wi-Fi here, and I can put a parental control here, so that when company comes over, let's say they want to watch something ratchet like World Star Hip Hop or something sexual connotation, I have parental control block of URL links that I saved, and when company comes over, they can't go into World Star Hip Hop or other bad links, in order, because I'm a holy man. I'm a man of God, and I don't want people to come here and they watching all that stuff. So company can come over, they can use this, but they just can't go on World Star Hip Hop. Sorry, World Star. Well, I'm apologizing, you know. So I'm just teaching y'all that, alright? That's basically it. Goodbye.